there were 3 protests in Atlanta by Black Lives Matter protesters. So as they exited and he saw the people milling about and he felt threatened, wasn't sure if these were Black Lives Matter protesters, carjackers, or homeless people, he asked Diane McIver, his wife, for the gun in the console.
That is Tex McIver's friend and spokesperson Bill Crane in court today, telling the jury the reason Tex McIver says he pulled out his gun the night he shot and killed his wife, Diane. Now, Crane testified that McIver had watched news reports about Black Lives Matter protests in Atlanta on Saturday and was afraid of the people he saw on the street on Sunday night, who he thought may have been violent protesters. McIver was driving home from his ranch when he got out his gun while sitting in the back seat of his SUV behind his wife, who was in the passenger seat. McIver says he accidentally fired the gun, but prosecutors say he intentionally shot and killed his wife. Now, earlier tonight, my legal dream team, defense attorney Meg Strickler and trial attorney and Emory Law professor Randy Kessler, came in to talk about some of the other big moments in court today.
Dr. Syed took the lead and said, please, Mr. McIver, have a seat. And he was pointing to this chair here. Mr. McIver, basically before the sentence was able to be finished, he said, "Don't tell me what to do, boy."
Tex McIver very aggressive with Diane's surgeon. Is this evidence of Tex's bad temper?
It absolutely is evidence of Tex's bad behaviors. One more clink in the coffin for him.
Guilty of having a bad temper, guilty of having a bad reaction, guilty of not reacting the way we wish he had reacted. Does not make him guilty of murder.
Jury heard that jail phone call where Tex says the ranch goes to Austin.
I can always change my will, but sometimes different here. Austin gets the ranch, Robbie gets $500,000. Austin gets the ranch, trust to support it.
Does this prove there was no motive for the murder?
Does this prove all motive? No. You can inform intent to kill somebody within seconds. It could have been a fight that night and he had been done with her and shot her that way.
If he killed her to get the ranch, why would he immediately, right afterwards, say the ranch goes to the child? Helps the defense.
Danny Jo Carter, the star witness, was in the gallery today watching the trial in the courtroom. Who does that help?
This is pro-prosecution again. It humanizes Diane. Diane was a good person. Diane was loved by many, and Diane was loved by Danny Jo.
I think it helps Danny Jo, who was a witness, and her credibility is now enhanced because she didn't just come in, tell her story, and then run away. She wants to see it through.
What were you looking for?
A second will.
They searched for the second will.
How long did that search take?
About 3 hours.
They never found it.
I was not able to locate the second will.
What does the jury do with that?
This is a bad thing for the prosecution. They said this was part of the motive, and now it's gone. You need to delete this out of the discussion in the jury room.
The prosecution wants to hold Tex McIver accountable. The jury's going to hold the prosecution accountable. We promised you this. We did not deliver. You're still going to convict somebody based on what we're saying when we can't even prove what we told you we could prove? Hard fact for the prosecution.
Who had a better day, prosecution or defense?
The defense definitely won today. Main reason is they got the point of the will, and that being a motive for the killing, out.
The prosecution had some points, but the day goes to the defense because this was the prosecution's day. It was part of the prosecution's case. And guess what? If you're the prosecution and you don't have a great day, then the inroads made by the defense help the defense.
You can ask me and my legal dream team about the trial live every night at 7:30 as the trial wraps up this week. We'll answer your questions on our 11 Alive Facebook page. You can also stay caught up with all the big developments on our special section of 11alive.com/Tex-McIver-Trial.